So it's a bit of a grey scene today on the River Thames, and we have a very unusual ship coming around the corner here. That's Rothive that you can see on the left-hand side. Now you might just be able to see there's a building that looks like a hair clipper, a shaver, on that right-hand side in the middle there. Look to the left, come down and look to the left, and you'll see a mast, top of a mast coming along. That is the top of a very special visitor to the Thames that's been in London for 3 weeks. It's the Galeon Andalucia. Now, imagine here that you are taken back 500 years ago. Okay, it might not be the River Thames, probably would be the River Thames if they came through London, thinking about it. But these are the sort of vessels that you would have certainly going across what's called the Indies fleet route, which was from the Philippines to the Caribbean, that these ships did. The first one, 1509 to 1512. So 500 years ago, these ships would have been on the river. We've just got some other, for size comparison here. We have a clipper there, and we have a tug taking away some rubbish. This ship is obviously a replica. It was built in 2009, and then the masts were added in 2010. It's a beautiful ship. You're going to see it coming around. Shame that the light isn't better today, but it's made in Spain, and it's now en route. It's supposed to be going back to Spain, but it's now going to go to France instead today. So it's moving very fast. It can't put its sails up like a lot of big sailing ships on the Thames. They're not allowed to put up sails in the River Thames in case there's a gust of wind and it takes the boat off into the banks or hits other traffic. So the sails have to come down. Again, you'll see size for comparison here. Tiny clipper there going past the prospect of Whitby Pub, which is in white on that right hand side. That's in Wapping on the right hand side, the north of the River Thames. And it's heading downstream. That's the Shard. You can see it's not a fantastic day here for the weather. The cloud is obscured probably about top third of the Shard there. Talking about height, that middle mast is 37 metres high from the top of that down to the keel, and the mast to the right, the foremast, is just a little bit less, 34 metres. Something about the weight of the ship, and you'll get an idea of this in a moment when it passes straight in front of me, is the tonnage. I mean, each boat is between 500 and 1,200 tons. I had to look up what a ton was in kilograms. So if that was 1,200 tons, the equivalent would be about 1,250 kilograms, which is a heck of a lot of weight. One of the anchors, the small anchor, is actually 420 kilograms just in itself. But they don't tend to use their anchors, they're more for show when they arrive. Right, now we're seeing in its full glory. We've got the Marine Police on the left there, a tourist boat coming in behind it. Yeah, when they do mooring, this was in St Catherine's Dock for pretty much end of September, beginning of October and mid-October 2024. They use ropes to moor the boat up. Seeing it in all its glory. For the crew on board, this is a wonderful visit for them. There are many volunteers on board, and they will help out. Gonzalo was one of them we talked to yesterday when we had a visit. He is literally spending 2 to 3 months sailing on this wonderful ship and seeing the world. This has been in a few other European cities, in Cardiff. Just zooming in there to give you an idea of...
Hello! Hello!
See if we get away from them. Yes, we have a wave. There you go. Muchas gracias! Sweet. Very, very beautiful and very, very big. I mean, the poop deck at the back there as well. Huge. And you have the right at the back there, you have you probably can't see it, but Galeon Andalucia at the back. As it works its way around Canary Wharf here. What a beautiful sight. Yeah, and all these crew do sleep on board the Galeon. They're not staying in hotels here. They're all are berthed, and that's their basically hotel room for 2 to 3 nights. Striking sense of history as it passes. But it's certainly worth going on the website, seeing where they are in the world when it's coming back and going on board. It's just beautiful to see. Imagine, I mean, these were often in flotillas, taking goods and services, connecting the world from trade routes. The Indies one, which I mentioned, they'd often be in flotillas, and 90% of the cargo on some of them might be silver, for example. So they are very vulnerable to pirates out at sea. You know, 500 years later, we are still seeing problems in the world with piracy, like in Somalia off the coast there in our world, but it was very much still going on even back in those days, and so they had to defend themselves with I think there were 4 or 5 cannons each side of that boat, and they often had like a naval fleet following them to protect them, but a sense of trade around. You can see West Ferry Road, but previously that would be docking in West India Quay from the West Indies, East India Quay around the other side of the docklands there for all goods that were being received from the East Indies. But yeah, some sense of fantastic history as Galeon Andalucia makes its way to France. I think a 3 or 4 day journey. You can certainly follow it on the Marine app. It's a very good app that I use to see when ships are leaving and coming in, which I'd recommend. There's a free version. And if you, as Galeon Andalucia heads further south down the docklands, please feel free to like and comment if you've seen it, if you've been on it. What did you think? And even better, subscribe to the channel and receive news and unusual ships and vessels of life on the Thames, particularly around the docklands. That little ferry, by the way, is the Docklands ferry. It goes Hilton ferry. It goes from the docklands over there, Canary Wharf, to the hotel on the other side. Again, a sense of comparison. And finally, the last shot before I leave you here is a clipper once again passing there. There's also a rather good webcam on the mast, which is, if you do go on board, you'll see the footage played at a very fast speed, and it's really fantastic. It's one of the best things I've ever seen, nerd or not. It is brilliant. So look out for the webcam, and especially when it goes through things like the Panama Canal, and so you're watching the lock gates getting full, and it proceeding through. Very well handled. It didn't need any tugs, this boat, to navigate the Thames, and that wheel is a long way back from the bow, so probably a few watches out at the front. An incredible bit of navigation. And leave you there. Galeon Andalucia.